Thank you, David, and thanks for having us back. And the little history of inviting Ken Rosen here was that David was at our investor conference last year, and Ken has been speaking at our conference for the last 20 years and kind of synthesizes macro elements right down to real estate. We were actually one of his founding clients in 1990. So for us, we have been listening to Ken Rosen over many cycles. And we thought it was great that David wanted him to present here at the Americas Conference without knowing that we would be in the middle of the crisis that we currently are in. So to introduce, Ken is chairman of the Rosen Anderson Consulting Group. He's chairman of the Fisher Center for Real Estate and Urban Economics. He's professor emeritus at the Haas School of Business at the University of California, Berkeley. And if I would keep going and going, clearly well-spoken, well-written, great thinker. And in times like this, these are the thinkers that we want to listen to as they process the times that we're in. So you don't want to hear from me. It's time for Ken to join us and to give us his presentation. And we will also be able to ask him some questions at the end. So introducing Dr. Ken Rosen to join us.
Thank you, Walter, and we really loved working with many of you in the audience for a long time. We prepared this presentation and made this presentation just in the last few days, last week, because everything's changed, or appears to have changed, from our view that interest rates were going to rise further, and the Fed was going to move more aggressively to stop inflation. That's been the theme that we've had, and a messy unwind in capital markets has been one of our themes, but we did not foresee this the systemic stress in the banking system. So this is a hot off the presentation press. We first did this last Tuesday, and I know Walt listened to it, but it's changing and evolving even over the weekend. And the main thing we're going to talk about really is, how does this systemic stress end? What does it mean for Fed policy and interest rates? We have a lot of information coming up. Inflation is still high. It's peaking. It's come down, but it's still high. And this does this increase the chances of a recession as lending tightens and stress continues. So the next slide really asks the question, what happened at Silicon Valley Bank? And I should add, we could add Signature, we could add First Republic.